Yes. So hope everybody has a good time at CCC symposium. For the sake of time, I'll be very quick. This is one of the bifurcation PCI where I encountered this unique challenge. So it was a 57-year-old gentleman, non-hypertensive, coming with a class 3 angina, and he was treated with the anti-anginals, but still had a persistent symptoms. Echo was normal, and on the left heart cath, left main with three vessel disease was found. He was referred for the cabbage, but patient turned down. Though surgically he was a good candidate, but he didn't want to go for it. So initially we did the RCA PCI. If you are able to see on the screen, so RC had a focal distal lesion which was treated, and we ensured patient is compliant to DAPT, and then we planned the high risk left main bifurcation PCI. So this is the left main. As you can very well appreciate, there is a significant disease at the circ ostium, and there is a diffuse prox and mid LAD disease and distal left main disease. So we planned to do the IVUS to begin with, and we took the sizes of the left main distal references for the LAD and the circ. And there was a severe calcium around 3 quadrants. So we planned to go ahead upfront with the rota ablation. As you can see, so we did with the 1.5 bar, given the LAD was diffusely diseased. We didn't want to go very aggressively. Then we did a post dilatation, and we use a cutting balloon for the circ. And it was a pretty decent result. And then we deployed Synergy 3 by 28 stent in the mid LAD, and then we performed the mini crush using 12 in the circ and a Megatron 3524 in the left main 2 LAD. And the distal reference for circ was 3.0 only, and so it went well. And then based on the IVUS, the left main was 5.0, so we did a port with 5.0. Then we recrossed using a filter wire, and the crossing was not tough. And as you can appreciate, there is a you can see the crush segments also. But despite the wiring, as you can see, pushing even a balloon was tough. So we use a anchoring technique, like we put a 3.5 high pressure balloon in the LAD, and I try to maneuver the balloon across the circ. But if you see in the last panel, like with those push movements, and with lot of, I think, more excessive force, because we were anchoring in the LAD, you can see the circ stand got deformed, and it was a very angulated circ. And thereafter, it was tough to cross, even with a 1.0 balloon also. And finally, like we had to use a fine cross with a whisper wire. Finally, we were able to cross it, and then we went ahead with the sequential balloon dilatation, initially with 1.0, then followed by 2.0, and then finally with 3.0. And the circ ostium was the circ stand is totally deformed. The circ ostium, there was no struts left, so we planned to put a stent over there. This time I took 358, and we deployed that stent, and the final KBI was performed. And as you can appreciate in these final angiograms, like the left main circ and LAD PCI went well, and IVUS also we did, and the stent looks pretty opposed in both the segments.
Hey, this fantastic case.
So as you see, LSD is uncommon, but yeah, it can happen irrespective of whichever stent type is used. Earlier in the past, it used to happen with Promus more, but not with the later generation of Promus. And mostly it's because of the guide catheter manipulation, or when we try to pass a balloon or an imaging catheter. But I think in our case, because we were anchoring and it's an angulated circ, it just with it was a little more force, and the balloon just crumpled the stand distally. So I would say in such cases, microcatheter is really handy, and a final KBI and port is really a must in left main bifurcation PCI, and imaging to ensure the stent position is good and the lesion is covered is a must, especially when you encounter LSD in your practice. Thank you, everyone.
Excellent.